Novak Djokovic wins 9th Australian Open by beating Daniil Medvedev. Novak Djokovic continued his dominance of the Australian Open by overwhelming an irritated Daniil Medvedev to win a record-extending 9th men's title. Top seed Djokovic won 7-5, 6-2, 6-2 to claim his 18th Grand Slam, leaving him 2 behind Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal in the men's record books. The 33-year-old Serb has never lost a final at Melbourne Park, and beating Medvedev is a third triumph in a row. Russian 4th seed Medvedev, 25, has lost both of his Grand Slam finals. After collecting the trophy, Djokovic told the Rod Laver Arena, "I love you each year more and more." The love affair keeps going. Medvedev, who lost to Nadal in the 2019 US Open final, was tipped to push Djokovic close and win his maiden major. The Russian had reached the Melbourne final on the back of a 20-match winning streak, but floundered under the intense pressure applied by Djokovic. Throwing rackets, poor body language and shouting angrily at his team were an illustration of how the Russian imploded in the third set, contrasting starkly with Djokovic's confident and steely exterior. Djokovic clinched the title after 1 hour and 53 minutes with a backhand overhead volley, falling to the blue court on his back before lapping up the acclaim of the reduced 7,500 crowd. Djokovic roared loudly and tapped his heart, before exchanging hugs with coach Goran Ivanisevic and the rest of his support team. After thinking an abdominal injury earlier in the tournament might scupper his chances, the pride and relief of Team Djokovic was clear in their celebrations. In form, Medvedev had, perhaps playfully, insisted all the pressure was on Djokovic because of his desire to chase Nadal and Federer in the battle to finish with the most men's Grand Slams titles. Maybe it was a ploy to deflect the attention off himself. Either way, it did not work, as Djokovic emphatically proved he is still the man to beat. World number 1 Djokovic responded to Medvedev's comments with a withering tone in his assessment that the younger generation still have a lot of work to do. "I'm not going to stand here and hand it over to them," he told Eurosport after his semi-final win against Russian qualifier Aslan Karatsev. He was true to his word. Djokovic produced a masterclass of intensity, focus and execution, looking comfortable on a court he has described as a home from home. Djokovic, like he had in his previous 3 Melbourne finals, started quickly with an immediate break of serve as he looked to stamp his authority. Medvedev remained unflustered, until later in the match, at least, and continued in his attempt to drag Djokovic into some grueling baseline exchanges. Djokovic tried to avoid long points by employing the odd drop shot, but that helped the Russian to level at 3-3. A fascinating opening set could have swung either way, but it was the reigning champion who edged it when he unpicked Medvedev's serve again in the 12th game. History was ominous for the Russian. Djokovic had only lost 5 of 264 Grand Slam matches when he had won the first set. Medvedev went into the final on the back of a 20-match winning streak and had won his past 12 matches against top 10 opponents. However, extending those runs looked unlikely once he began to implode in the second set. After the pair exchanged breaks in the opening 2 games, Djokovic pounced again when a raft of unforced errors crept into Medvedev's game. Medvedev started to look a little irritated, perhaps partly because of some disruptive fans in the previous game, but mainly because he could not negate Djokovic bouncing his racket down on the court before the Serb moved 4-1 ahead. The racket survived that, but not the second thud Medvedev gave it when he whacked a forehand long for 5-2. Djokovic sealed the 2-set advantage with a crunching forehand which Medvedev could not handle. Medvedev had never won after losing the opening 2 sets, but did fight back against Nadal at the 2019 US Open to force a decider. Negativity looked to be deep-rooted, however, and the prospect of a similar fightback looked far-fetched. Taken from BBC Sport, by Jonathan Jurico. Please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.